we're going to start off, I think, with Melissa, who's going to be telling us how we can manage Edge in our enterprise. Are you there, Melissa?
Yeah, thanks, Ben.
Awesome.
Hey, everybody. So there's a few things I wanted to kind of present today on Edge. The first one is deployment options. Second one is update options. And finally, configurations. So to start out, we all know Edge does come pre-installed on Windows operating systems, ever since Windows 10 and beyond. So one of the things I'm going to talk about is one of the most common issues we see in support on being able to manage updates with Edge from our catalog. So we'll circle back to that. But first, I wanted to do a very high-level overview of some of the different ways, if you needed to deploy Edge to your devices. So the first one is, and I'll start out with Intune, getting into the applications node. And I already have this deployed as an example. So real quick, you can deploy Edge directly from Intune. Just hit Create and select the Microsoft Edge for Windows 10 and later. Another way that you can deploy Edge to your devices in ConfigMgr, if you go to the software library, Microsoft Edge Management, you can create a Microsoft Edge application as well. Both of these options are going to allow you to select between the dev, beta, and stable channels. And then finally, you can also leverage the Patch My PC catalog for base application installs, both across ConfigMgr and Intune. So I can show you that real quick in the catalog. So if I flip over to the publisher, Microsoft Edge, I do already have Microsoft Edge here selected and published into ConfigMgr. Same thing for Intune. You are able to find this product on the Intune side and in the cloud, both for base app and updates. And we're going to circle back to the updates here. So speaking of updates, we just went through some of the ways that you can deploy the base application for Microsoft Edge. The big thing is updating it. So it comes pre-installed. How do you keep it updated? There's a couple of ways, and one of the ways that I'm going to show you involves leveraging Patch My PC. So the first way is auto patch. So if I go into or Windows Update, either way, if we're going to leverage Intune, you can go into auto patch here, and you can actually leverage and select Microsoft Edge updates. So I can publish updates and get Microsoft Edge updated right out of box using my auto patch policies and groups. The second way is also the one that I want to focus on today a little bit more, since we do get this in support a lot, is leveraging updates from Patch My PC. So you'll actually see here, let me actually switch back to my other tenant. If I go to apps here, I do have the update for Microsoft Edge deployed out here. Now, a lot of times you'll deploy the update, you have that Edge install, it's already pre-installed on the device. I have a couple examples of that, and it'll show as not applicable. The reason for that is the inbox Edge, the Edge that's installed, is installed in a different location in the registry. Let me actually show you exactly what I'm talking about here. So I have a newly provisioned Windows 11 device, and you'll see Windows or Microsoft Edge is actually installed here. I can easily open it up and use it, but this is the built-in inbox Edge on the device. If I were to deploy the updates from Patch My PC, that's going to be the MSI Enterprise edition of Microsoft Edge, and it will initially show as not applicable. So how do we get around that? Super easy. You can actually go to the cloud. Like I'm going to use the cloud actually. All you have to do is deploy the base application install. So if I go to my deployments here, I do already have Edge deployed out here. I'm going to show you what this process looks like. I'll go ahead and hit edit. I've selected the 64-bit MSI to deploy out here. Of course, I can disable the self-update. I can really edit this however I need to edit this for my particular installation. And then I can go to assignments. Now, the recommendation here would be to assign it out as a required app install. That way it will install on the device and it will convert any existing installations of Edge, whether that's a user install or the inbox pre-installed Edge, over to the MSI installation from Patch My PC's catalog. In this particular demo, I'm going to do an available install so I can show you this live on how this works. So I'll go ahead and cancel out. Now let's go into one of my lab devices. Again, I'll show you, we have an older version of Inbox Edge here. It's the older edition of Windows 10. So we have 124. Let's go ahead and convert this over to the MSI Enterprise installation here. Go ahead and install this. While that runs, we'll just watch this. It is going to convert the existing installation of Edge over. This is regardless of whether this happens to be somehow a user install based on the Microsoft documentation. The Edge installer will handle any existing installations of Edge, whether it's the built-in pre-installed version, whether there's a user install, it will convert over to your system-wide installation of Edge in whatever architecture that you do deploy. So that just, you don't have to worry about an uninstall. All you have to do is deploy that base application and you should be good to go. Now, moving forward, and you'll see this as this does install. Moving forward, a couple of notes on that. It will, once Edge is installed, you can then deploy the matching update. So in fact, while this is running, I can show you back into my Intune tenant or my cloud tenant. I have here an Edge update deployed. So you can do either one. You can maintain that required application assignment, or you can maintain, so let's delete this, or once you deploy the initial app the first time, if we go back and let's go ahead and do another deployment, you can deploy the updates as well. Both will function the same. Both will make sure that Edge will stay updated. So I'm going to do that 64-bit MSI. Let's do this updates. Here we go. And then we can deploy that out as an update-only package as well. So that's just something to note there. Let's go back into my device and let's see what has, now that's installed successfully. Let's take a look at this. Awesome. So you're seeing that registry entry just changed. It removed the Edge installation where it was. And now let's take a look at, there it is. Now we have the Enterprise edition of Edge. Now I'm good to go. I can deploy my updates from Patch My PC. They'll show as applicable when new versions come out, and I will be able to update things fairly easily. Okay, so that's all about updates. We went over base application deployments. We went over managing your updates for Edge from Patch My PC's catalog, and we also went over a couple of other ways that you can update, including leveraging auto updates. Let's go into configuring Edge. So if I switch back to my Intune tenant here, I do have an example of some Edge configurations that you can do here. There's a couple of different ways. So of course you can use group policies. You can also use an initial preferences file. So I'm going to show you how that works with Patch My PC. And then also we'll circle back at the very end of this and we'll get into the settings catalog. So the settings catalog is a pretty powerful way. Natively in Intune, you can just pick any of the settings that you need to add, and you can just deploy those out and manage Edge that way. So first, actually, let's go into the cloud. And I do actually have an example of adding an initial preferences file with your Edge deployment. Same thing, I've done the 64-bit MSI. And then what I've done is add a post-install script. So if this is something that you choose to do, it is an option to configure your Edge installation. I'm going to go ahead and what I've done is created an initial preferences file that I've as a PowerShell script. So what this is going to do, my initial preferences are all listed here within this PowerShell script. I've added a couple of homepage, new tab information, a couple of extensions as well. But at the very bottom, what it's going to do is your initial preferences file actually has to be located in this location on the device. It's the same directory, that application directory that the msedge.exe will be running from as well. And you'll see that file there as well. So once this is all built, it'll actually create this initial preferences file in that directory. So that seems pretty straightforward. And all I've done is add that as a post-install script with my configurations. And same thing, I can assign this out. I've set this as available for now, but you could easily add this as a required application assignment just to make sure it gets to your devices without any user interaction required. Awesome. And now let's circle back into the settings. So in Intune, you can go to Devices, Configuration, and Policies. You see here, I already have one. I'm going to show you what I've created already, and then I'll show you some other policies and how to do that whole process of setting up, opening up the settings catalog and finding Edge related settings. So in this policy, let's open this up. Let's go to the actual configuration settings. So the big one is restarting the browser and forcing a notification that is required for the user to restart the browser. So you can push updates all day, and the updates will apply, but the user will still need to go into the browser and restart the browser for the updates to finalize. So the first one here, the big one that I did want to point out, is allowing a browser restart notification. And in this case, I've actually set it to required. So it's going to show as a required prompt, hey, you need to restart this browser, an update has been applied. Some other really high level stuff that I've put here that are pretty common. I've set a home page, and then I've also set new tab experience as well as allowing the home button on the toolbar. So those are a couple of very high level settings that I've applied here. And then I've also enabled the favorites bar, just some pretty simple ones there. So let's go ahead and cancel out of that. What I'm also going to do is I'm going to start a new one from scratch, because let's create a new policy. That platform is going to be Windows 10 and later. And then settings catalog. Edge policy. And let's add some settings. The easiest way, there's a couple of different ways that I've searched through here, but you can just search Edge, and then you should see a list of all settings categories that are relating to Edge. So you can just kind of scroll through here. One of the ways that and you see extensions there, we'll get to that later, but one of the ways that I did find some of the settings that I put in my original profile is by just searching the actual setting itself. So I can set that home page. You can set it for Edge. And one thing I want to point out here is you're not only seeing Edge, but you're also seeing the Google Chrome settings. So you can set this up for Google Chrome. And the reason I point that out is Chris, who's going to come right after me, he is presenting on Edge. But before we kind of transition, that's pretty much everything I wanted to show you all regarding Edge. Moderators, are there any questions or anything that we can discuss real quick?
Just been keeping up in the chat. That's great. Great stuff, Melissa. Talk about how to keep things updated. Generally, people are saying they use auto update for some of the browsers, which is great. I'd also add on to that, if you do use auto update, there are policies and solutions that exist that will still help keep those browsers updated if auto update doesn't stop working. We've seen a couple of instances in the past where things like ASR rules in Defender actually throw Google Update out completely. So the Google Update mechanism gets flawed. We've got a blog on it on patchtuesday.com, and essentially we end up in the situation where the update is not dead, and those browsers are not updating. So even if you're auto updating, maybe have a fallback plan in case that doesn't work. You should certainly be reporting on those browser versions at the very least, just to make sure it's doing what it says on the tin.
Join over 8,000 organizations who trust Patch My PC to keep more than 25 million devices up to date. It's secure, automatic, and built to scale. See for yourself. Book a live demo with a Patch My PC engineer or start your free trial.